So, you want to learn how to get good at Rocket League? Well, let's take a look into my mind and show you what I think. Now, by all means, am I not a pro, but I do have over 500 hours on Rocket League, and I think of myself as an up-and-coming freestyler. I'm going to go over some tips and tricks to improve your aerial car control and hit those clean air dribbles. Now, we aren't going to go into flip resets or anything crazy like that just yet, but I will talk the basics and give you some training packs to help you improve. Let's get started. So first on the agenda, we have to talk about where to position your car on the ball in order to get the perfect carry. For this, we utilize a training pack or a workshop map if you have access to it. The basic idea here is to train your mind to learn the ideal spot and power required to hit the ball in order to keep it up. This workshop map you can find in the Steam Community Workshop tab, and it's named Air Dribble Challenge. The trick to this one is hitting the ball dead center with lots of power, then reducing the power and let the ball reach its peak. As soon as the ball begins to fall back down, reactivate your boost and continue to find the center point on the ball as if you were juggling it. This is going to teach you how to react to the ball in the air and its movements. Now, I've only been able to get 14 seconds, but if you can get any higher, send it to me through Instagram. Now, for those of you that don't have the workshop access, don't you worry, because I made this training pack specifically for you guys. So go ahead and enter in this code and we're going to take you into this training pack. For this, I basically recreated the workshop map by putting a ball that goes straight up in the air, just like this. Now for this one, it's going to be a little bit trickier to keep it up because the ceiling will block you sometimes. But what I like to use this one for is just simply hitting the ball up in the air and forward and trying to catch it back on my hood and carry it into an air dribble. Now this is going to teach you a lot about how to position your car under the ball perfectly in order to get that clean carry. Now, if you're still struggling to hit the right part of the ball in order to keep it up, I want you to try to change your camera settings. This can make a world of difference. For this, you can utilize mine that I currently have on, which is 108 field of view, 280 distance, 110 height, -4 angle, 30 stiffness, and the rest is up to you. Now, if this does not work for you and maybe you already have something similar, you can try someone else's camera settings, which is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go into Gainer's camera settings, which he is a well-known freestyler. You're going to utilize 107 field of view, 200 distance, 70 height, -15 angle, and 15 stiffness. This is going to help you see where your car is actually making contact on the ball and allow you to get better carries. If you do try this for a little while, trust me, you will get used to it and it will improve your gameplay. And remember, you can always switch your camera settings back if you do not like to play with these. Now, these other parts of the training pack are just going to help you set up ground to air dribbles. For these, they're going to come in from multiple different angles, which you're going to try from, and they're just going to get you used to how to pop the ball up from the ground and how to stay with it and dribble it into the net. The final one on this training pack is going to be a ball that is set on your hood, and you're going to have to learn how to carry the ball and pop it up yourself and carry that ball into the net through the air. But this is basically all this training pack is useful for. We're going to go to another training pack now called Air Dribbles, Wall and Ground, that I really love, and it's really the training pack that has gotten me to where I am at today. So let's go ahead and give you that code and get into it. So this is the code for the training pack. Go ahead and put that one in and make sure to save it as your favorites as well so you can come back into it anytime you want. Now this training pack is going to start out somewhat the same with a ball bouncing in the middle. Now I really want you guys to focus on your ground to air dribbles. Reason being is because this is going to teach you how to carry the ball in the air, and this translates very well to wall air dribbles. Before we actually get into these right here, we need to talk about the setup. So let's go ahead and give you some tips and tricks on how to get the perfect setup every time for your air dribbles. Now, when coming at the wall, you want to make sure that you are creating separation between the car and the ball as it rolls up the wall, so you need to have some patience. Now, the ideal time to jump is when the back wheels reach the little frame border on the back of the wall. Now, when you are hitting the ball, make sure that the corner of your car that is pointing towards the goal line is the corner that is hitting the ball. You can come off the wall by hitting it straight on with your car, but I find it much easier if you hit the ball off of the wall. If the corner of your car comes in contact with the ball, it'll have a better angle towards the net and it'll position you way better for an aerial. Now, you want to be hitting the ball slightly at an angle. I would say around 30 to 45 degrees is where you want to carry that ball. Now from here, you just want to make sure that you are doing what we call feathering your boost and just trying to angle that ball towards the net while keeping that angle still on your car in order to keep it up. Now, one of the most important pieces of information I can share with you guys to get better is go into free play and turn off unlimited boost. This is really going to help you for your aerials and whatever you're trying to learn in free play. Reason being is when you have no boost, you tend to be worrying about, oh, where do I need to set it up in order to get the right amount of boost that I need to get to the net. There's a lot of stuff that ties into boost management. That's something that's very key, especially in online games, because when you're going into a game and you're going to hit your air dribble, you finally get that chance, you're going to realize that, oh, I only have 30 boost because I wasted half of it trying to get here. So really try to conserve that boost and just play around and free play with it for a little bit until you understand how much you're actually going to need to utilize and how to set it up properly. Another thing you have to take into account when setting up your air dribble is how much power you need to hit the ball with as you are going up the wall to get a setup that's going to be beneficial to you. For example, let's say we are trying to score on the orange team. If you're coming from blue side, you're going to need to boost into the ball as it rolls up the wall to get the power necessary to get the ball across the field. And if you are coming from the orange side, you will need little to no boost to set up your air dribble. You will only need to utilize a simple jump. Now, if you're still finding lots of issues with your aerial car control, I'm going to show you two maps you can utilize to work on your aerial mechanics solely. For the first map, you're going to create a private match on the Pillars arena and practice flying in figure eights around the pillars. Try to go around 5 times in a row, and then try it while air rolling, and finally, try it while holding down your boost. Doing this for 10 to 15 minutes a day will drastically improve your car control. The second map is a workshop map, which is why I left it for last. If you have access to workshops, I suggest downloading some of the speed rings and speed jump maps. For this demonstration, I'm going to run through the speed rings 3 map. I try to go for speed on these maps, but you may add twists and turns to make it more difficult as you progress. That's it for the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to leave you off with some clips I hit. Make sure to like and subscribe, and please comment if this video helped you or not, because it will help me know if I should keep making them. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.
We should make that again. Pre-jumped. Gucci, if you had just slowed it down, we would have had our best play ever. Look at this.